This is the mining camp of Gold Center, Nevada, known today as Dead Center. But back in the early 1900s, a lively boom camp consisting of the usual collection of miner shacks, general store, saloons, deadfalls, and one restaurant, run by Steve Bassett and his man Friday, better known as Flapjack Kelly.
Howdy.
Morning.
Kinda heavy, ain't it?
Instead of just standing there guessing, why don't you give a lady a hand?
Sure. What are you aiming to put in here?
Well, tea room.
Tea room? What's that?
Well, a place to eat. A restaurant.
Restaurant?
Why, you little shrimp! If I catch you, I'll beat you into a batter.
Steve.
What's eating you?
Competition.
Somebody after your job as a cook, huh? Well, if you don't hop in that kitchen and get busy, I'll give it to them.
No.
Now, don't stop to argue. The guys will be piling in for dinner before you know it.
And before you know it, they're liable to be piling in somewhere else for dinner.
What?
You're so darn smart, I ain't going to tell you now.
Tell me what?
That they're putting in a restaurant next door.
Restaurant next door?
That's right, Steve. Right next door. I was just coming to tell you about it.
For once, I got here ahead of you.
Sure gonna be a relief to have some good place to eat in town besides this dump.
Dump? Why, you...
Hold it, Flap. You can't blame anybody that's eaten out of a feed bag all of his life for not recognizing good food when it's put before him. And since you know everything, just who is this guy that's aiming to drop his bankroll by opening another hash house here?
Tater guy, it's a female. Widow woman by the name of Melody Marshall.
With a voice like a foghorn and built like a covered wagon.
Oh, I know the kind. Met a lot of them. They think they're tough, but they can't stand competition. Takes a man to feed a miner. You know, you had me worried at first, Pete, but since you brought me the good news, how about a cup of coffee on the house?
You drink it. You'll need it with a slug of red eye in it to brace yourself for the shock.
I didn't like the way he said that.
Neither did I. I aim to find out what it's all about. I understand you're planning on opening a restaurant here, Mrs. Marshall. I thought I'd say...
son, I'm not Miss Marshall. She is.
Oh. I understand you're planning on opening a restaurant here, Planning to open a restaurant here. And you'll trouble yourself to... And you'll save your trouble to... I mean...
Yes?
Oh. As I was saying, I understand you're opening a restaurant here, Mrs. Marshall.
Why, yes, I am, Mr.
Bassett, Steve Bassett. I run the Tip Top Cafe next door.
Oh, then we're neighbors.
That's right. And I was just going to say...
How nice.
What?
How nice of you to drop in. Usually competitors aren't very friendly, and I'm glad you're different.
You are?
You were saying?
I was? Oh, yes. I've lived in this town 3 years. And if there's anything I can do for you, why, just feel free to ask.
Thank you.
Well, here, let me do that. Ever have any experience hash slinging?
Hash slinging?
Yeah, feeding hard rock miners.
Oh, no, we don't have hard rock mines back in Maryland.
Yeah, I thought not.
But I can cook. Just home cooking, that is. Fried chicken and hot biscuits, cherry cobbler and things like that.
Oh, that won't do. Stew, beans, and hash, that's miner's grub. Feed 'em plain and charge 'em high.
Would 50 cents be too much?
50 cents?
Ooh, with a second helping free.
Oh, you're crazy. I mean, you'll go broke before you ever get started. How'd you happen to come out here anyhow?
Well, I had to do something after my husband died, so I just closed my eyes and stuck a pin in a map, and here I am.
Well, if you're smart, you get out that map and stick a pin into it again. For your own good, I mean.
No. No, I'm here, and I'm going to go through with it.
Oh, swell. What's this stuff?
Scrim for the windows.
Curtains for the windows?
Of course.
Miss Melody, look, they came through in great shape, all 4 boxes of them.
Oh, Mattie, how wonderful.
What are you going to do with that?
I'm going to put them in pots. Put some of the pots in the window and put the rest of the pots on the tables.
Curtains on the window? Fern on the tables? Chicken and cherry cobbler for 50 cents? I come over here expecting to find somebody that's going to give me competition. Instead, I run into a little mite of a thing that's as green in the ways of a mining camp as them plants.
Well, Mr. Bassett, you make me sound very helpless.
Well, you're helpless. So darn helpless you got me worried about you. And I got no business being worried about a competitor.
You want to know something, honey?
What?
You got no business worrying about a competitor either.
I hear the Fern is doing so good the customers have to line up for room to take off their hats.
Oh, lass, you'll go broke in 30 days.
That's what you said 30 days ago.
Yeah, and I say it again. Bean stew and hash, that's miner's grub, and they'll come back to it before they're through.
You better hurry before we're through. Bad batch of flour.
Mr. Bassett? Are you busy?
Oh, no, Ms. Marshall. Come right in. We were just cleaning up after the rush. Get this stuff out of here. What can I do for you? Need a little sugar or flour? We just happen to have a little surplus of both of them.
No. Thank you. I have plenty.
Well, I hear you're doing very well at your place.
Yes. I seem to manage somehow.
Well, it ain't because you got good business sense. It's because you're a mighty pretty woman.
Why, Mr. Bassett.
You know, all those fellas that hang around over there, they're all just crazy about you.
They're crazy about my cooking.
You know, what about that Jeff Arnold? I hear there's more than your cooking that keeps him hanging around there.
You sound as though you don't approve.
Well, it's just because, you know, you're new around here, and well, I want you to be careful.
If he should get serious, I'll let you know. What I came to ask you about, that piece of property between your place and mine belongs to you, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, sure.
Well, I wondered, would you rent it to me?
Oh, so now you're doing so much business you want to enlarge your cafe.
No, not yet. I want to keep chickens.
Chickens?
I'm paying such a high price for eggs, and it would be cheaper. Besides, the eggs would be so much fresher.
Of all the crazy ideas.
Will you rent it to me?
Mark my words, you're going to end up in the poorhouse.
Will you rent me that piece of ground?
What you need is a guardian.
How much will you take?
It's not for rent.
Very well.
$50 a month.
50? Oh, you're sure you're not cheating yourself?
Me? Steve Bassett never came out on the short end of a deal in his life.
Well, if you're satisfied, I am. Thanks a lot. Steve.
Chickens.
Hey, Sliver, what are you doing?
Minding my own business?
Well, that shouldn't take much time. You want a job? I can use a dishwasher.
Dishwasher? I'll have you know, woman, that I'm a cook. I've been cooking ever since I was knee-high to a gopher.
Well, if they ate your cooking, no one of those poor little things hides in holes.
Is that so? Might I ask you a question?
Well, go ahead.
You're a blamed old battle axe.
That's no question.
You're right. There's absolutely no question about it.
Why, you...
Look at this. This here's the kind of biscuits they're feeding the customers at the Fern. Why, you could eat a dozen of these here things and never feel no drag on your belt. Now, you take one of mine. Now, this here's something you can really get your teeth into. Now, you swallow one of these, and you know you ate something.
Close up whenever you feel like it, Flap.
Dance Saturday night, Miners Hall, 8 p.m.
I'm sorry, we're closed. Oh, Steve.
Well, I thought, seeing as how there's a dance Saturday night, and seeing as how I'd like to take you, I went down to Miners Hall and bought a couple of tickets.
Oh, how nice. But Jeff Arnold is escorting me to the dance.
Oh, yes, huh? Well, that's a load off my mind. Know that you're being taken care of.
But he didn't say anything about taking me home.
You didn't?
Being escorted home is even more important than being taken.
Well, that's what I think.
Won't you sit down?
Thanks.
Steve, there's something I'd like to talk to you about.
Well, that's funny. There's something I want to talk to you about.
What is it?
Oh, well, it's Will you tell me first?
It's about your property.
Property?
Yes, the vacant lot that I'm renting.
Oh, the chicken yard.
Steve, will you sell it to me?
Sell it?
Yes. You were right, you know, when you said I'd need it to enlarge my place. You've been right all along. I should have offered to buy it in the beginning, but I'm so new at business and...
That's what I've been telling you. Now, you listen to me. Don't go saddling yourself with any more property.
But my place is so crowded.
Well, you should be glad of that. Don't go pushing your luck.
Oh, please. You will sell it to me, Steve?
They say there's a divine providence that watches over fools and children. And I reckon that applies to pretty little widders like you in business.
I guess so. How much will you take for the property?
I ought to sell it to you just to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I knew you would.
No, but I'm not going to take advantage of you.
Steve!
I'm not going to let you make a fool of yourself.
But you said you'd sell it.
I didn't.
You did.
I did not.
You did, too.
I did not. I just said I ought to sell it to you to teach you a lesson.
You name your price and I'll meet it.
Oh, that's no way to bargain. Why, you don't know the first rules of trading.
I don't care. How much?
If you was a man and a business rival, I'd say 5,000.
Sold.
You mean you've got 5,000 in cash?
Right here.
Oh, the good Lord deliver us.
Well, it's handier than keeping it in the bank.
Well, you'll need another 5,000 for the addition.
I know it. 3,000.
Oh, you're plumb crazy. You ought to be locked up.
4,000.
Well, what about the papers and the deeds to make it legal?
That won't be necessary. I know you won't cheat me.
Well, I'll have a bill of sale drawn up right away by Lawyer Capshaw. And you be sure and go in and sign it. You understand?
Well, don't act so mad, Steve. Just because I'm expanding is no sign that you're being put out of business. There's room in this town for both of us. I hope.
You hope? You hope?
Isn't there?
Why? All right, you ask for it. You want competition? That's what you're gonna get. Just watch. Put me out of business, my eye. I'll show you. You're the one that's gonna fold. Just wait and see.
If that's the way you feel, I'll have Jeff Arnold take me to the dance tomorrow night and home.
That's just fine, because I won't be here anyway. I'm leaving for Los Angeles the first thing in the morning. On important business. Hey, Flap!
Steve, I was just on my way down to the States Depot to meet you.
Well, I missed the state, so I borrowed a horse and rode up. In a hurry to get back here and start things.
I wanted to be the first to break.
Everything's all set. Got the blueprints right here for a new cafe that'll knock the fern into a cocked hat. Yes, sir, I got some great things lined up for the two of us.
Steve, you see this line at the assayer's office?
Oh, that's no line compared to the one that'll be forming in front of our new cafe.
Steve,
What's the matter, Ben? Lose something?
Steve.
Wait till you see the plans I got. Mirrors and upholstered chairs. I'll show her how to take care of competition. Well,
Steve, I gotta tell you.
starting the addition, putting in the foundation. Guess I should have told her it's practically solid rock.
You should have stuck a pick in it yourself, Steve.
Well, that's her lookout. Yeah, we're gonna have a great place. You know what I'm gonna call it? The Metropolitan. Now, ain't that got an air to it? The Metropolitan.
Oh.
And to think it's her money that's helping to build it. The $5,000 she parted with for that chicken run. Howdy, Pete.
Hi, Steve. I don't get it. What are you so happy about?
Just because we're happy, eh, Flap?
Well, I'll be darned. I figure you'd be chewing rocks as soon as you heard about it.
Yes, sir. Flap and I are... Heard about what? You been keeping something from me?
I've been trying to tell you, Steve, but you wouldn't listen. You wouldn't even see what you saw. She struck gold.
Gold? Whole town's in an uproar. Folks are tearing up the ground like badgers.
Nobody'll uncover anything like she did, though. A vein at least 3 feet wide, worth a trip to Europe a ton.
And you know how she found it? There were gold nuggets in the chicken's craw.
Chickens?
Sure, she put one over on you, Steve.
You mean she found gold on that lot? My lot?
Ain't your lot anymore, brother. It ain't even a lot. It's a mine now, and Jeff Arnold's in charge as super. Yeah, that little widow woman sure made a monkey out of you in more ways than one.
Nice going, Stevie. Nice going.
Matty, are you sure he wasn't on the stage?
I didn't see hide nor hair of him. And goodness knows he's got enough hide and hair I couldn't have missed him.
I've just got to talk to him first. I'm going over to the Tip Top and see if he's... Steve!
Congratulations on your big strike.
Oh, Steve, I wanted to see you first to explain.
For a woman with no business sense, you sure pulled a slick one.
But I...
Made me the laughing stock of the whole doggone town.
Oh, no, Steve.
Not that it matters. I'm leaving anyway.
Leaving?
That's why I took that trip. I got a big deal on for a cafe up in Tonopah.
Oh, no, Steve, wait. You've just got to listen to me.
That's where I made my mistake in the first place, listening to you. Or even looking at you.
Go after him, Matty. Don't let him get away without my having a chance to talk to him. He's just got to listen.
You just leave him to me, honey. Mr. Bassett! Mr. Bassett! Mr. Bassett!
I don't want to hear any more about it.
But you are going to hear some more about it. If I have to scramble you like an egg with this frying pan, you can't walk out on Miss Melody without giving her a chance.
Chance to make a fool of me again.
There ain't nobody made a fool of you but yourself. If you'd have just let her explain, she would have told you that when you deeded her that land...
Deeded? Deeded? Mr. Capshaw! Mr. Capshaw!
Yeah?
It's Steve Bassett. Silas, you know that bill of sale you drew up for me last week? Did Melody Marshall ever sign it?
Nope, still laying on my desk, waiting for her.
Well, then that means the deal was never legally consummated.
That's right, it's sort of a gentleman's agreement.
Gentlemen. Huh. I'll show her.
Steve. Oh, Steve, I'm so glad you came back. There's something I've got to tell you.
There's something I've got to tell you. I always said you were no businesswoman, and I was right.
Of course, I never pretended.
You hand over $5,000 for a piece of property, you don't even get a receipt for
But
it.
I-
Or sign the bill of sale.
Well, I did forget about that. I was so excited.
The next time you try to do somebody, do it right. Be sure the law's on your side.
My side?
You don't own that land. I still hold title to it.
You do?
And I can put you off at a moment's notice.
You can? Well, that's all right.
It ain't right.
But you just said.
I said I could, and probably should. Teach you a lesson. But I ain't gonna. You can keep the land. I'd have given it to you anyway if you told me what you wanted it for in the first place.
Steve, do you know how I found gold on that land?
Yeah, and the chicken's craws.
Our Sunday chicken, Steve. Our Sunday special with dumplings.
Dumplings?
We always kill our Sunday chickens on Saturday.
Well,
But you sold me the lot on Friday.
Friday?
Yes,
And you didn't discover the nuggets till you were killing your Sunday chickens on Saturday.
that's right. I had no idea there was gold there until after I'd bought the lot.
Then it was just some more of your luck.
Of course. Steve, you don't think I'd have tried to put anything over on you? You, of all people, the smartest trader in Nevada? Such a week as I've put in. People coming to me and making bids, and me with no business sense. I'm just so mixed up, I don't know what to do.
Well, I always said you needed a guardian.
Or a manager,
Or what?
or something.
Well, would you like me to stick around and advise you?
Would you, Steve?
Well, you gotta do things my way.
I agree.
And no arguing.
No arguing.
And you'll forget all about Jeff Arnold.
Who's Jeff Arnold?
I don't know.
Doggone. Looks like Steve got himself a wife.
And I got myself a dishwasher.
This story is about a man and a maid. It's laid back in the early 1880s in the country through which the 20-mule team shuttled back and forth between Death Valley and the little railroad town of Mojave, 175 miles away. In that remote region, a trading post.
Nice trim leg. I've been wondering what they look like.
You're just the kind that would.
Sure, I ain't one to buy no pig in the poke.
Well, suppose you just stick to buying pigs and leave me alone.
Ain't you never gonna thaw out, Lori? What do you got against me?
Nothing. And I haven't nothing for you either. It's Sal. Look at the way he rides. So easy.
All Indians ride that way. It's born in them.
You got back in a hurry, Sal. Must have been something important in the mail.
There was, Lori. Something real important. But I can't show it to you here. Let's go where we can talk.
Now, what is it?
Close your eyes.
No, Sal, no.
You don't like it?
I think it's beautiful, but I can't take it.
I don't understand. I thought you loved me, Lori, like I love you.
Oh, I do. But I can't marry you, Sal. I just can't.
Why? Because I work for your uncle?
No, that has nothing to do with it. It's because of this.
Because I'm Indian? But what difference does it make when the heart inside is the same?
But is it? An Indian woman knows what an Indian man is thinking and feeling. He don't have to say anything. She just knows. And a white woman knows the same about a white man, but we'd be strangers underneath. No, Sal. It's best for like to marry like.
If you knew you felt this way, Lori, why didn't you tell me before now?
Just couldn't let myself think ahead till now, Sal. I just kept hoping things would stay the way they was with us.
My people have a saying. Once the arrow has left the bow, it's too late to correct the aim. White man would say what is done is done. I'll go pack my things.
You're leaving?
Our love has been something that we could be proud of, Lori. If I stayed, it might become something that would bring us shame.
Oh, Sal.
So, this is just the way I figured I'd find you, little Miss High and Mighty, making love to a dirty Indian.
No, Sal, please, I don't want no trouble. Come on.
You'll have trouble whether you want it or not when your uncle hears about this. Here, I thought you was something nice and fine, and it just shows you how a gal can fool a fella. And all the time you was carrying on with him. I'll bet he don't have to worry about buying no pig in the poke. What does that mean?
It don't mean nothing, Sal.
Oh, yes, it does. It means plenty. It means she ain't no better than them girls in town, not even as good, because they won't have nothing to do with no Indian.
What the devil's going on out here?
This Indian and Lori are sweethearts. I saw them out behind the rocks.
Why, you dirty digger Indian.
With all the whiskey in you, that won't need disinfectant.
Get out of here.
I'm getting. But if you lay a hand on Lori, I'll come back and I'll kick you. I'm returning to my people. But I leave my heart here.
And so, with everything in the white man's world suddenly falling to pieces around him, young Salsapuetas headed back to the Cocopa village where he'd been raised.
Lahane. I was on my way to trading post to find you. Hear me talk. I bring sorrowful news. Your mother, Weepaw, is dead.
Weepaw was good mother.
Her love for you was strong. Her last thoughts of you. She say to give you this. It is yours.
White man's ornament. I've never seen it before. A white baby. Joe.
Weepaw say to tell you the truth is on the rock by the wagon wheel.
Truth is on the rock by the wagon wheel. What rock? What wagon wheel? Was that all she said?
Her death was sudden. Her words were few. I have spoken.
Yeah, well, what you don't seem to savvy, Sheriff, is that dirty digger Indian tried to kill me.
Salsapuetas is no digger. He's a cocopaw. And you ain't told me yet what you was doing that caused him to throw the knife.
He was pestering my niece, Lori.
I caught him pestering her.
That's right. When I ordered him off the place, he gave me this.
I'll question him when I run across him.
When? Listen, Sheriff.
Meanwhile, I'm looking for somebody else. You ain't had any suspicious-looking customers around lately, have you?
Suspicious?
Yeah, prospectors with an unnatural amount of money to spend.
No such animal around these parts.
Why? Been a lot of mine robbing going on hereabouts.
You mean claim jumping?
These fellows don't bother to jump claims. They just go in and help themselves to the stuff. All the places shut down for the hot weather.
Well, ain't nobody showed up here when they spend money.
Well, keep an eye out.
I will. I'll let you know.
Don't you see, Lori?
It's a white baby's locket, all right.
And I'm that baby. That's my name there, Joe.
This was so. Why didn't Weepaw tell you she wasn't really your mother while she was still alive?
I don't know. But she's told me now. With this. And the message she left.
Truth is on the rock by the wagon wheel. Sounds like a riddle.
But I'll find the answer. I'll find that rock. It may take time, but I'll do it. Only wait for me.
From that day on, Salsapuetas turned prospector, not hunting for gold or silver like most, but for the rock that would provide the clue to his identity, the proof that he was a white man. And months of fruitless searching has gone by, when one day, coming around a bend in a canyon...
Joe! It's your friend, Sandy. Joe! Cut it out, Joe! It's me! Cut it out, Joe! It's your friend, Sandy. Joe!
Son, I don't know where you come from, but wherever it is, you sure come just in time. No! Don't bring him too. Not till I get him tied up. He's loco.
Loco? You mean he's drunk?
No, just plain loco. From the heat. From sitting on that seat back yonder, day after day, and staring at the wagons ahead. Sort of like cabin fever.
Heard stories about this happen. I sort of figured they're just stories.
Well, it's a lucky thing for me you had a chance to find out different. Being a swamper on a 20-mule team ain't a hard job, but you got to have the right kind of constitution for it. There, that'll hold him. Now you can bring him to. How you feeling, Joe? Still unfriendly, huh? Couple days rest in town will fix him up good as new. Say, how'd you like to make yourself $10?
Doing what?
Taking his place on that wagon as swamper till we get into Mojave? There's mighty nigh 80,000 pounds on them wheels. And it takes 2 men on the brakes going down the hill to keep from running over the mules.
If I do the job good, can I keep it steady?
Well, son, after all you've done for me, there ain't nothing I can say but sure. My name's Sandy Edwards.
Mine's Joe.
Joe? No, that won't do. I don't know more Joes around me. Now, let me see. Bill, Ed, Charlie, Ike. Ike, that's it. I'll call you Swamper Ike.
Suits me.
All right, Ike. Let's get him in the wagon now and get going. Come on, Joe. We're going to make you nice and comfortable.
By the time they reached Mojave, Sal, or Swamper Ike as Sandy called him, had himself a steady job on the big team. And he had 2 reasons for wanting it. It gave him a chance to earn good money and a chance while doing it to scout the country between Mojave and Death Valley in his never-ending search for the rock that held the secret of his identity. It was desolate country. For 10 days at a stretch on the 165-mile journey, they never laid eyes on another human being. Much of the time, they never even seen each other, with the teamster riding down on the nigh-wheeler and his swamper perched on top of the rear wagon, working the brake on the down grades.
Dang hot weather will be on us before you know it.
Be back by dark, Sandy.
Ain't you never going to give up looking for that rock by the wheel?
Never.
All I can say is you sure deserve to find it.
Sandy.
Huh?
Did you ever do any praying?
Fred? Me?
That preacher over in Mojave. He said you get anything you want just by praying for it. You believe there's anything to it?
I don't know. But you've tried everything else. Why don't you give it a fling?
I'm going to.
He was standing up on the ridge when I came out of the mine.
What was he doing way out there?
He's swamping for Sandy Edwards on the big team.
Think he saw you?
No doubt about it, but whether he recognized me or not, I don't know.
Yeah, we can't take any chances on that. The sheriff's been nosy enough as it is. Which way was the outfit heading?
South?
Well, the rate that they're traveling, you won't have any trouble overtaking them before they get to Mojave. With him sitting up there on that wagon, you'll be able to pick him off just as easy as a bottle sitting on a fence post. Get yourself something to eat. I'll take care of this load of ore.
Across the waste of desert, the big team crawled. Sandy Edwards at the jerk line, Swamper Ike atop the rear wagon, dreaming of Laurie. Unaware that at that very moment she was pushing her horse along the route they'd taken to warn him that Art Crowley was also riding to see him, with murder in mind.
Hey, Sandy, hold it!
Art Crowley's gunning for you, Sally. He aims to kill you.
Kill me? Why?
Uncle Fred put him up to it. They think you saw him stealing gold from Doc Whitley's claim.
Thanks, Laurie, for riding all the way out here to warn me. Might as well sit a spell and rest before you start back.
I'm not going back, Sal, ever. I'm staying with you and marrying you.
But I ain't proved nothing about who I am.
You don't need to. You're you. And I know now that's all that matters.
Now you two are talking sensible. But there's just one little obstacle between you and that preacher. Namely, a fellow named Crowley.
Did you hear him say where they plan on holding this little surprise party?
No. But they talked about shooting you off the wagon like a bottle off a fence post.
But the only place he could get close enough to do that would be when we're going through the canyon. If I only knew what spot I could pull a little surprise party of my own.
Yeah, but you don't. If you go wandering around looking for him, 10 chances to 1 he'll get you first.
Sandy, you pull ahead to the mouth of the canyon. Make camp as usual. Take care of Laurie. I'm going to borrow your horse. I'll be back by daylight. Head for the corral. We're going for a ride. Where? We'll find out when you get there. Now move.
Well, this is where you ran off to. Well, you don't have to bother to come back.
I'm not aiming to. I'm staying here, marrying Sal.
Now, where's Crowley?
Crowley? Why, he's gone to Darwin.
He's not either. He's hiding somewhere up in the canyon waiting to shoot Sal. I heard you and him planning it.
Is that what she told you? Oh, Crowley went to Darwin, like I said.
All right, put this on.
What for?
You're going to ride Swamper through the canyon.
Swamper? I don't know nothing about swamping.
You will by the time you get through.
Yeah, if Crowley don't get you before you get through.
I told you that Crowley went to Darwin.
And you got nothing to worry about. Put it on.
You win. He's up in the canyon.
Whereabouts?
On the ridge, about the 4th turn.
Tie him up, Sandy. If I don't come back, put a bullet in him. looking for me, Crowley? Not as easy as shooting a bottle off a fence post, is it?
So you got him, huh?
Got him, Sal. Slipped and fell.
We heard the shots. I was scared, Sal.
Not Sal. Joe. Look. Laurie, this is the proof I've been looking for.
The rock by the wheel. Well, I'll be darned.
Indian riding. What's it say?
Horse, this is a prairie schooner. This is the death sign. White man, and white woman. No water. And this is the sign for the Kokopaw. A whole band of them came. They found a white baby. And this is a heart with the English word Joe in it.
It's your locket, Sal. I mean, Joe.
Well, by doggers, maybe that preacher was right about praying for what you want.
Only it's a little late. Don't make no difference now.
That's why you never found it before. It never did make no difference, and you two had to realize it.
But I still don't know my last name. I just can't call you Mrs. Joe.
Well, now, I've got a middle name I ain't never used. I'd be proud to give it to you. It's Williams.
Mrs. Joe Williams? How does that sound?
Wonderful.
Mrs. Joe Williams.
Story that's as old as the desert in which it took place. Every woman who hears it will say to herself, I know just how Cynthia felt. And every man will wonder a little uneasily, am I like Zeb? For as long as Cynthia could remember, her mother had looked the same.
Let's go tell your ma, Cynthia, and find out how soon we can get married.
Married?
I'll start building the house right away. I know just the spot for it. On a little mesa facing the Funeral Mountains. And I know I can get a second-hand cook stove that's...
No, Zeb, no.
It's a good stove, Cynthia. Most good as new.
I don't mean the stove. I can't marry you. I can't.
But, Cynthia, you just said that...
I said I loved you, that's all. I do. I can't marry a desert man.
Well, what's wrong with the desert?
Cynthia.
You better get on with your washing.
Yes, Ma. There's your answer, Zeb.
If I stay here, I'll be just like her. Old before my time and faded and tired. With nothing to look forward to or remember. Nothing to make me want to keep on living. I couldn't bear it.
Well, your pa's just played in bad luck, that's all.
He's been lucky as most prospectors. How many make more than a scratch and living?
I'm going to strike it rich. All things will be different with us.
All my life, I dreamed of marrying a city man with lots of money who'd take me away from the desert, buy me pretty things. Do you know I've never had one pretty dress in my whole life? Just these old calicos.
You couldn't look more beautiful if you was dressed up like the Queen of Sheba.
Once I saw a picture of a dress in a San Francisco newspaper. A lady wore it to a ball. The dress was silk, lavender silk, like the shadows on the hills at sundown. It was all trimmed in real lace. That's the kind of dress I'm going to have. Oh, Sam, I don't want you to think I'm one of them selfish, grabby girls. I don't mind plain living and hard work. I was brought up on it. It's only that I want something else besides. A few pretty things. Some fun. Just to go to a dance once in a while. See bright lights. Hear music. Folks laughing.
Oh, boy. How are you, Zeb?
Howdy, Doc.
How's prospecting?
All right.
Hello, Dr. Harper.
How are you, Cynthia?
Fine.
I thought I'd drop by and see how your mother was getting along.
Howdy, Doctor. I didn't expect you back so soon.
Evidently. When I ordered you to rest, I meant it.
I've been resting, Doctor. Honest. And I'm feeling good.
You're a long way from good, Martha Lane. And I didn't want you to even think of working until I tell you.
What should I think about then?
Things like this.
Flowers. Well, I declare. You bought them? In town? They're beautiful. But you shouldn't be spending your hard-earned money on trifles, Doctor.
Trifles? You know the poet's advice. If thou of fortune be bereft, and in thy store there be but left 2 loaves, sell one, and with the dole buy hyacinths to feed thy soul.
I don't think I've ever seen any hyacinths.
It doesn't have to be hyacinths. Doesn't even have to be flowers. It can be anything. Anything that feeds the soul.
Puts me in mind of a wedding bouquet.
That's why I brought them. This is your anniversary.
It is? How'd you know?
I stood up with your father.
Why, so you did. I better put these in water. Flowers wilt fast in the desert.
Dr. Harper.
Yes?
Do you think if somebody loves somebody, she ought to marry him, even if he hasn't got any money?
Love is really the important thing, Cynthia. If you have that, everything else will take care of itself.
I'll strike it rich, Cynthia. I'll strike it rich. When I do, I'll give you all the things you ever wanted.
But it wasn't as easy as all that. For weeks, months, for so long a time that he almost lost track, Zeb tromped the desert, following the tail of his burro, the prospector's compass. But finding nothing but disappointment and discouragement. while Cynthia, in a home of her own and a new life, found them both so much like the old that it was pretty hard to tell the difference. Then one day in a canyon in the Death Valley region,
we made it, baby! Oh, Cynthia, I'm so happy for you. When Bill and me heard about Zeb's strike, we just had to come over and tell you how tickled we was. Didn't we, Bill?
Sure did.
I still have to pinch myself to believe it.
A mine owner. Just imagine.
Oh, that won't be for long. Zeb's selling the claim. In fact, he rode over to Dakota this morning to close the deal. He ought to be back pretty soon.
Oh, I hope he gets a good price for it.
No, if it's enough, we'll be able to move away. Leave the desert.
We'll be sorry to lose you. You've been good neighbors.
Well, if you can call good neighbors folks who live 9 miles away. Where are you thinking about going?
We ain't decided yet.
San Francisco's the place.
Oh, Los Angeles has got to beat a mile.
Don't you believe it?
It has to.
Well, I won't argue with you. Seems how we've had a high old time in both places.
I'll say. Me and Bill head for the bright lights every time we scratch up a little money.
And do we do the town up brown? Well, we gotta go get them supplies so I can do some more scratching.
Get up! Give Zeb our congratulations. I will.
Hello there, sweetheart.
Oh, did you sell it?
You bet I sold it.
How much?
Yes.
5,000?
No.
10,000?
$25,000.
Zeb, now.
25,000. Oh, I told you I'd strike it rich, didn't I, Cynthia? All I gotta do now is go to Los Angeles and sign the papers. We'll leave first thing in the morning.
Wait.
You'll go with me, of course.
Cynthia, we'll do the town. We'll stay at the best hotels and we'll eat at the best restaurants.
Oh, no, Zeb, I couldn't.
Well, I thought you was aching to go.
I am, but I can't. I haven't any clothes.
Oh, we'll buy some.
Can you imagine me walking into a hotel wearing a calico dress that's been washed and turned so many times I don't know one side from the other? Oh, I'll go next time, Zeb. This time you buy me something I can hold my head up in.
I'll buy you the finest outfit they've got in the stores, honey.
Will you buy me that lavender silk dress trimmed in real lace that I've always wanted?
You bet I will. Oh, you just bet I will.
Oh, Zeb.
Has he got anything smaller than a $100 bill, mister?
Afraid not.
This is too big for me.
Well, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Here, I can change it.
Ah, don't bother. The drink's on me.
Oh, no, I won't hear of it. I'm well heeled. I just sold a gold mine.
Is that so? Well, congratulations.
This calls for a celebration. Set up another round, Johnny. And none of that cheap belly wash. Break out that stuff we serve important men from out of town.
Yes, sir.
When Zeb gets here, I'm gonna put on my new clothes, pile our stuff in the wagon, turn right around and head back for Los Angeles.
I'm glad you're going to settle in the city. It's what you need after all your years on the desert.
all so wonderful. I can just hardly believe it.
Didn't I tell you if there was love, Cynthia, your dreams had come true?
Zeb. Oh, I'm so glad to see you. I thought you was never coming. I've been packed for 2 days. Did you get the money?
Yeah. I got it.
Did you get my lavender silk dress?
No, I didn't, Cynthia.
You didn't?
Oh, I'm sorry, Cynthia. I was counting on buying it for you. Counting on giving you all the things you've been wanting.
Zeb, what's wrong?
I lost the money.
Lost it?
All of it. A whole 25,000.
No.
I cashed the check just to see how it would feel to carry around $25,000. After never having enough even to rattle in my pocket. I was going to put it in the bank the next morning. And then I got drunk. I didn't mean to. I was merely aiming to take a couple of drinks. Then I met the 2 fellas. When I come to, I was in a hotel room and all my money was gone.
Didn't you tell the police?
Oh, they couldn't do nothing. I didn't even know the fellas' names. They got me drunk. They deliberately got me drunk. And then they took my money. Every last cent of it. If I could just get my hands on them crooks! Oh, it was my own fault anyway. I should never have taken up with him. Oh, Cynthia. Cynthia, will you ever be able to forgive me? I'll make another strike. Honest, I will. I'll start looking for it today. Well, there's lots of gold out there, and I'll find it. I'll find it just for you. When I do, I'll buy you a dozen silk dresses.
Poor Sam. Poor Sam.
The search went on. Relentlessly, Zeb drove himself, stopping only to rest his burro, or when he himself was staggering with exhaustion. His reward was meager. A few nuggets, a little yellow dust. Just enough to keep body and soul together, to start him again on the tantalizing, heartbreaking trail.
I don't suppose there's a day goes by but what he doesn't think about that 25,000 he lost.
It wasn't lost. It was stolen.
You're pushing yourself too hard, Zeb. You ought to take it easier.
Not till I make my strike.
But you
Bad
can't.
luck can't last forever. Even the famine in Egypt only lasted 7 years. Ours is going on 8. I'll make it this time. This time I'll make it.
And make it Zeb did. By no means as big as the first strike, but even so.
$10,000.
Yeah, it ain't as much as I'd hoped for. But it's something to tide us over.
Cynthia! Zeb! Look at you two, all dressed up in new clothes.
Well, we had a little luck just about the same time you did. Not quite so much, so just a couple of thousand.
Me and Bill blew it on the biggest time we ever had. Didn't we, Bill?
We sure did, old lady. All we got left's just what we got on our backs. Well, gotta be moseying along. Do some more scratching. Stop by and see us when you can.
You do the same.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Crazy fools. Spending all their money. Lord knows when he'll make another strike. Come on. We better be starting for home.
Zeb, aren't we gonna celebrate?
What's it to celebrate for?
10,000.
How long do you think that'll last? Price is sky high on every day.
We could spend a little of it.
We've spent plenty as it is.
But these things things are just necessities.
It's all we can afford.
Zeb, we've always managed somehow to get what we needed, but we've never had anything that was really pretty. Made you happy just to look at it. Like maybe a lavender silk dress.
Are you still harping about that? What would you do with such a dress if you had it? You ain't got no place to wear it. Cynthia, I'm scared. Scared I won't make another strike for another 7 years. This money will keep us going. It'll give me a chance. Why, this is just a drop in the bucket to what's out there in the desert. And I'll find it. I know I will. And when I do, I'll buy you a carload of silk dresses and take you to Europe. Honest, I will.
You're right. If I had the dress, I wouldn't have nowhere to wear it.
Oh, that's my Cynthia.
But I could look at it once in a while.
Cynthia, I made it! I made my strike! The one we've been waiting for! Cynthia! Cynthia, where are you? Cynthia! Cynthia! Where are you going?
Cynthia, there's nothing over there but desert and mountains. Where are you going?
I'm going over to those shadows. They're so pretty and laughing.
How is she? Doc, she'll be all right, won't she? Cynthia will be all right.
She's a very sick woman, Zeb.
What's the matter with her? The heat?
Partly.
Something else?
Nothing organically wrong with her that I could discover. She's just worn out.
She's never complained of being tired.
Women like that don't complain.
Well, the work ain't been hard. There's only been the two of us.
It isn't only the work, Zeb. It's the monotony, the emptiness, the loneliness of the life out here.
Loneliness? But she will get well, won't she, Doc?
I don't know. It's up to her. And you.
Zeb! Zeb!
How you feeling, honey?
Like I'd like to sleep forever and ever.
Cynthia! Now, don't you talk like that. You're going to get well. Well, you gotta, honey.
Zeb, if it don't cost too much, would you buy me that lavender silk dress with the real lace to be laid away in? I'd like to think I was going to spend eternity in something pretty instead of one of my old calico prints.
You ain't going to die, honey, baby. You're going to live. Now, you just stay here and rest. I'll be back in a little while. As soon as I can. You stay with her, Duck. I'll be gone maybe a couple of days. You stay with her until I get back. Don't let her die, God. Please, God. Give me just another chance. Please, God.
How is she? Just about as you left her.
Cynthia.
Zeb, you've been away.
I rode into town. Look what I brung you. Maybe it ain't exactly what you've been wanting, but it's the nearest thing they had. Look, it got real lace.
Just like I dreamed it'd be.
Feels smooth, don't it? Kind of like cool water.
It's beautiful.
I can see us sailing into the Palace Hotel in San Francisco. Wearing it, Cynthia. Oh, no other woman will be able to hold a candle to you.
How soon can we go, Zeb?
That's up to you, honey.
Then it won't be very long.
Oh, Cynthia.
If thou of fortune be bereft, and in thy store there be but left 2 loaves, sell one, and with the dole buy hyacinths to feed thy soul.
Leaves are all turning yellow. Such a beautiful time of the year.
It's always a beautiful time of year around you, Pearl.
Do you like me, Joe?
Like you?
I mean, you do care?
Pearl, I told you 100 times.
I know you've told me, but... Joe?
Yes?
There's something I've been dreaming about doing for a long time now.
Yes, Pearl?
It started when I was up in that boarding school up in Canada.
Yeah? Gets awful cold up there.
I just have to do something, Joe.
You know, a funny thing happens whenever I get around you. You get that sweet vanilla you wear on the back of your little neck. I might as well use my head for a sluice box for all the good it is.
I know I can do it. I've always known it. And if you really cared about me, you just wouldn't talk about it. You'd show me.
Sure, Pearl, honey.
Anything you say.
Promise? Say you promise.
I promise.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'll get everything ready. You get the guns.
Anything you say. Guns?
I'll start making the masks right now.
What mask?
Joe, be sure and get clean guns. I hate oily guns.
What are you talking about, Pearl?
Tomorrow morning, we're gonna hold up the stagecoach out of Globe.
Hold?
You promised, Joe.
Pearl? Pearl!
Death Valley Days.
Howdy, folks. I'm the old Ranger. A lady's handkerchief and a Colt 45. A strange combination. However, in 1899, it took a woman to have the last word when she was determined to be credited for the last stagecoach robbery.
Tie up here.
It's a long way down to the road.
Charlie Bolton always used to leave his horse far enough away from the road so the stagecoach driver couldn't see it.
Who's Charlie Bolton?
They called him Black Bart. He was the most famous road agent of them all.
Oh, that Charlie Bolton.
Charlie always used to tease the law by leaving a poem behind. I wonder if we ought to.
This ain't no time for poems, Pearl. I'm itchy enough as it is.
You just be careful, Joe Boot, because I don't want anybody hurt. It's not my intention at all.
The sickest notion anybody gets hurt is gonna be me. It's against the law to rob a stage. And dangerous.
You better get ready. That stage is due within an hour. Here.
Listen, it's got a lace on it.
I made it out of an old pillow slip I had. Try this one. Guess I didn't get all the flour out of it.
Me, Joe Boot, a highwayman. Who'd have figured that? I knew my luck was pretty slim prospecting for gold, but this...
The stage leaves Globe and takes a shortcut through Cane Springs Canyon. Better check our hardware.
What?
The guns!
Hey, easy with that thing.
Put your mask on. We better get down to that road. Stagecoaches are usually late, but you never can tell. Come on.
This mask is getting hot. That stage light will be another hour getting here.
Leave it on.
Why?
Because you're supposed to, that's why.
Well, they got rules about robbing a stage.
For heaven's sakes, Joe, you're just supposed to leave it on. Listen. Ready?
Pearl, I think we ought to talk this thing over a little more.
Let's go. Throw it on down.
Throw what down?
The box.
What box?
Now, don't rile me up, fella. Just throw that money box on down.
This state ain't hauled no gold for 8 years. Railroad does all that.
Railroad?
Yeah.
All right, everybody out. You watch him. Give me your hat. Empty your pockets into it. Yeah, all right.
$1 apiece for you for your bed and your supper when you get in. Vamos. On, vamos! We did it, Joe! We did it!
Yeah, we sure did. Desert. Ain't nothing here but rocks and sand and us.
Oh, we better rest the horses and eat something. Here, open these.
Beans? I don't like beans.
Well, you just have to, because that's all I brought.
Well, why beans?
That's all the James brothers lived on when they were on the run, and what's good enough for the James brothers is good enough for me.
Well, I'll start a fire.
No, we can't risk a fire. We're too close to the canyon.
You mean we got to eat cold beans?
Well, they're not going to kill you.
You want to bet? Hey, how much do we get anyway?
I forgot to count. Got 300, 320, 340, 350, 400, and 30, and... I vote for McKinley, Button. I'll bet you that four-flushing dude pushed this off on us.
$430. Yeah, I ain't seen that much money all in one piece in my whole life. What you gonna do with your half? Go to Ohio and see your mom?
Gonna give it all back?
What?
Well, of course. Don't think I'm a thief, do you?
You mean we... I held that gun and... Give it back?
Well, I just wanted to prove I could do it. You know, I think I'm the only woman who ever robbed a stagecoach. Me, Pearl Hart.
You mean you drug me in on this for a prank?
It is not a prank, Joe. It's very important to me. I've been thinking about it for years.
Oh, harebrained, muddle-headed, tomfool schemes I've been roped into. This one takes the blue ribbon. Here.
Joe. Come on now, don't be angry. We didn't do anything wrong, not really.
No. We tried telling that to that sheriff when that posse catches up with us. Try telling him we was gonna mail the money back. It was all just a joke.
It was not a joke. And the posse isn't gonna catch up with us because I got it all figured out. I'm gonna throw them off our tracks by doubling back and forth across the trail. Now that's the way...
I know. That's the way the James boys did it.
Black Bart. You see, he owes
Oh,
you...
never mind. What about back there, with them funny-looking rocks? We could bed down there for the night.
We better keep as much distance as we can between us and the canyon before nightfall. Let's move.
It sure does seem to me like we've been through here before.
No. No, we're headed south. I'm sure of it. We'll camp here.
About time. Them funny-looking rocks. We're right back where we started from. We've been going around in circles.
Guess I got mixed up.
Mixed up.
Joe, you realize there hasn't been a stagecoach robbery in 10 years? You know the one I pulled? I was just thinking maybe it might even be the very last one.
It is for me, you can bet your boots. Boy, am I hungry. But not for beans.
I wonder whatever happened to Calamity Jane. I haven't read about her in a year. I used to read about her all the time. I even saw her once. She wore real fancy buckskins and a shiny gun on each hip. And she had a hawk-eyed expression that was really something to see.
Well, I pity the poor dude married to something like that.
She wasn't married.
Well, that figures.
Joe? Joe, look over there. There's something over there looking at us.
Where?
Over there, see, next to that bush?
It's a rabbit. Easy little cottontail. Come on to supper. I got him.
Yeah.
I love rabbit. That sure was a lucky shot. If you hadn't have seen his eyes.
He has such sad little eyes.
Here.
Ugh, I couldn't touch it.
For the love of Pete, why?
I keep remembering his sad little eyes. His soft gray fur. Maybe he was a she. Maybe he was even a mother. I couldn't touch that. You hear what I hear?
Yeah, chickens.
I'm hungry.
Well, so am I.
Now, eggs I could eat.
So could I. You wait here.
No, just go on in and buy some.
And what if that sheriff's been by here and told that farmer about 2 highwaymen?
Well, I'm still going with you. I'm your partner, you know.
Well, you watch the horses, partner.
Martha, get my gun. I bet it's that hawk again. Scared him off, did you, Pete? Good dog.
It ain't no use. That dog won't let me within a mile of that hen house.
I'll try.
He'll tear you to pieces.
Animals like me. Hi, nice puppy. Hi, sweet baby. Well, hi there. You've got a beautiful farm. It's just gorgeous, and I wanted to say hello to your chickens. Could I say hello to your chickens? I'll see you in a minute. Be right back. That's nice, doggy. That's a sweet boy. Okay. Goodbye, nice puppy.
You there, stop!
I was just a-going for you, Sheriff. A chicken poacher just snuck into my yard.
We're looking for two highwaymen robbed the stage out of Globe Wednesday morning. You seen any strangers around here?
Just that chicken poacher. You catch him if you hurry. He took off toward the valley.
We gotta find those highwaymen. We got no time for poachers right now.
Well, now you looky here, Sheriff. I know my rights, and I'm telling you he ain't too far away.
All right. We can ride that way, I guess. Let's go.
Oh, fine. This is just fine. We got no food, we're lost, and sitting out here in this pouring down rain.
I'm sorry, Joe. Nothing like this ever happened in those books I read. I didn't know this was gonna happen.
Oh, it's all right, Pearl. Somehow I'll get us out of this. We'll give that money back and nobody'll be any the wiser. But from now on, I'm giving the orders.
Yes, Joe.
And what I said...
Are you catching a cold?
No, I'm gonna skip that and go straight into pneumonia.
Joe, what a beautiful stream.
Yeah, we might as well fill up the canteens.
I'm gonna take a bath.
A what?
With all that grime and sand on me, I feel dirty.
Pearl, how can you think of taking a bath when we got a posse breathing down our necks?
You just go over there by those trees and keep a lookout, Joe, with your head turned that way. Go on.
Hurry up, will you, Pearl?
The water is wonderful, Joe.
Hey, Pearl. It's a posse. Get out of there.
Oh, no, not like this.
Quick, get dressed. We better get riding.
Joe, turn around. I dropped it.
Come on, let's get out of here. We ain't got a chance against three men. We gotta give up.
Well, if you have to, wave a white handkerchief.
I ain't got no white handkerchief.
Then turn around again.
Hold it.
Where's the other one?
She'll be right out as soon as she gets on her flag of truce.
She? Get their horses. Shame on a young girl like you being a chicken thief.
A what?
I guess that's what we are, Pearl. Chicken thieves.
I'm not a chicken thief.
Well, sure we are, honey. Admit it.
I'm a road agent.
Don't josh the sheriff, Pearl.
We are highwaymen.
Pearl?
We robbed the stagecoach out of Globe.
You? You two are the agents who took more than $450 off that stage?
It was only $430. I'll bet you that dude lied about that. Want me to put my hands up?
Put your hands up. All right, mount up. All right, you can put your hands down now. Just who are you, young lady?
My name is Pearl Hart. I'm the Arizona Bandit.
And you?
Belle Star.
You two follow me.
Pearl Hart and Joe Boot were tried and sent to Yuma Prison. But the place wasn't equipped for female prisoners, and Pearl was finally released. She never saw Joe again because she traveled around with a show billed as the Arizona Bandit. Then a year later, she vanished from the scene, never to be heard of again.
If you were 6 feet tall, strong as an ox, full of goodwill, courage, and vinegar, and able to hold your own in a saloon argument, you could be sure of being thought of as one of the guys in a gold rush mining town. Of course, this might have caused some problems if you were a girl. And that's what happened in Rich Bar, California, when one of the guys was the Indiana girl.
Yes, sir, we're kind of proud of it. We got Joe Harper's livery stable. Of course, now most of the fellas around town live out on their claims. We got a good town here, Tom, and it's going to be better. We're aiming to build some more houses, maybe even a schoolhouse and a church. Have a place where a man can settle down and raise a family.
How long you been here, Ben?
Since the first strike, there's always need for a store and a mining camp.
Yeah, it seems like a fine town. Sounds like you got some good plans, too.
Well, plans don't mean much until we get some law here. And that's where you come in, Tom.
Well, I'll sure do my best. I like to be in on the beginning of things. Sort of start them off and watch them go.
You'll get your chance here, starting from scratch. Now, some of the boys been kind of used to having their own way, and they may not take right off to somebody setting up rules for them.
Oh, I think I can handle them. It's quiet now, Ben.
Yeah, it's quiet enough now. The boys get a little rowdy sometimes, and there's been some stealing going on. But having you as constable, Tom, is going to make the whole town a lot better.
Well, it seems like you've already done pretty well.
Put up 6 new buildings this past year. Just last week, we got a doctor.
Oh, well, they say a town's on its way when a doctor comes in.
Yep, Dr. Brennell. Moved in, opened up his office, brought his wife, too. Real fine lady. Only woman in town. Born in Indiana.
Oh, howdy, Ben.
Indiana, this is Tom Summers, our new constable.
Hi.
Indiana here runs a hotel. Right fine place it is, too. Built it with her own hands. Ain't that right, Indiana? Indiana,
Oh, what?
what's the matter? You sick?
I'm fine. Fine.
Ben says you built this place by yourself. Is that right?
Yeah, about right. Me and Pa started it in the winter when work was slow in the mines.
Tom, you wouldn't believe it. There was 5 feet of snow up on the pass, and they came through with every one of them logs.
You mean Evans Pass? That's near impossible in the summertime.
Oh, it wasn't bad with Ophelia helping.
Ophelia?
Ophelia's my mule. We made 3 trips with the logs. And then Pa went back to the mines and got killed in a cave-in.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There weren't nothing for me to do except finish the hotel myself. Of course, now I got Wong Lo to help me. You know, he does all the cooking and pretties up the place, and I do all the rest.
Tom, we got to get over to Bill Randall's saloon. I promised him I'd bring you by. Care to come along, Indiana? Indiana.
Huh?
Care to come along?
Oh, no. I gotta get this done before sundown.
Well, pleased to meet you, Miss Indiana.
Same to you.
See you later.
Miss Indiana.
Hey, Ben, I thought you said Mrs. Brindle was the only woman in town.
Yeah, she is.
Well, what about her?
Who? Indiana? Oh, she's just one of the boys. Well, I guess you could say that I just never thought of her that way.
Well, I guess it's an honest mistake.
Yeah, well, she was acting mighty peculiar. Usually when she meets a stranger, she tries to beat him at arm wrestling.
Maybe it's a new badge.
Miss Indiana. Ain't nobody ever called me that. All right, mister, give me back that money.
What money?
You know what money? The money you got out of that drawer.
I didn't take no money.
Yeah, well, give it back. All right, you snake. Now get up.
I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, well, we're going for a little walk.
I didn't do nothing.
Just tell that to the constable.
Tom, I insist. Have another drink on the house.
Oh, no thanks, Bill. I'm on duty.
Sure, glad it's you and not me that's on duty, Tom.
Boys, I just caught this skunk pilfering the Indiana House receipts.
What did you do to him?
She attacked me. I didn't do nothing. She come on me like a wildcat.
How'd it happen, Miss Indiana?
Well, he tried to run away, so I popped him with a skillet.
That looks like the varmint I chased out of my cabin about a month ago. He got away with about $300.
Well, he had my money in his pocket. You know, I bet he got in the kitchen while we was talking.
Hey, he's wearing my boots.
Well, Tom, looks like you got yourself a prisoner.
He's a present from me.
Oh. Well, thanks, Miss Indiana.
I weren't nothing. You'd be glad to get him. Sort of start you off right. Hey, you want I should help you lock him up?
No, I can handle it. Let's go.
With a deputy like Indiana, your job's going to be easy. Maybe we should have made Indiana the constable.
You shut up, Henry. We're glad to have Tom. Now you can lock him up and guard him instead of one of us.
I don't know. I'd feel safe if you was guarding him, Indiana.
Doggone you, Henry. I'm gonna shut you up once and for all. Now take a chair.
You gonna get whooped, Indiana.
You ready, Henry?
I'm ready.
Now you quit picking on Tom. He didn't even thank me.
Thank you for what?
For catching that weasel. For just trying to help him out.
Well, maybe you helped him just a little bit too much. Now, after all, he's a constable. Next time you have any trouble, you call for help. That's why we hired him. How about a drink?
No. I gotta get back to the Indiana house. Ben, you think he's mad at me?
Indiana, I never saw you like this before. Are you sure you're not sick?
Of course I ain't sick.
Ben?
Howdy, Tom.
Hi, Ben. Need some coffee.
Picked you right up. How's your prisoner?
Oh, he's doing pretty good. Likes my coffee so much. May not want to leave when the judge comes. Say, Ben, I just saw Indiana. I can't figure her out.
Well, she's a mite peculiar in her ways, but you'll get used to her.
Yeah, I suppose so. I wouldn't want to get involved with her. She invited me for dinner.
A man could do a lot worse than Indiana.
Oh, hold on, Ben.
Well, it's true. She owns a hotel, and she can do the work of any 3 men.
Yeah, still. She's not the kind of girl you think about making a home for.
Well, I never thought about that. But I'd take her up on a dinner. Wang Lo's the best cook in these parts.
Okay. Thanks, Ben.
Long, Tom.
Anybody home?
Be right there. Hello?
Hello. 8 o'clock.
Well, I always did admire it when folks was on time.
I'm looking forward to one of Wang Lo's meals. Ben says he's a great cook.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, it's almost ready. Just sit right here.
Should I order?
Oh, no. No, I already ordered something I thought you'd like. It's kind of special.
Something special, huh?
Uh-huh.
You know, I do a little cooking myself. Just camp, trail stuff.
Oh.
Something burning?
No. I'll just be right back. Are you leaving?
Oh. Hey. That smells good. What is it?
Well, it's an old family recipe. Knew you'd like it. It's one of my favorites. Of course, it ain't easy to make. Takes lots of fixings and good bear meat. That's why we don't serve it much.
I can understand why. Oh! Oh, I almost forgot.
What's the matter?
Emergency. I'm meeting over in Ben's store.
But you ain't had anything.
Oh, that's all right. I mean, I'm sorry I can't stay.
Oh, well, maybe you can come back after the meeting, because I got a surprise for dessert.
A surprise? No, I mean, it'll be too late.
Well, I'm glad you come.
Yeah, well, thanks for the dinner, Miss Indiana. It was unique. Good night, Miss Indiana.
Good night. Unique.
Give me a beer, quick. Something wrong? Yeah, if I don't get this taste out of my mouth, I'm gonna need a new stomach. I thought you told me Wong Lo was a good cook.
The best.
Yeah? Well, he tried to poison me tonight. Oh, I'm sure glad there's a doctor in this town. I think I'm gonna need him.
Well, I can't believe it. Old Wong Lo never cooked a bad meal that I know of.
Yeah? Well, I hate to put down a man's work. Whoever cooked that stew tonight doesn't even know how to boil water.
So, Tom Summers, that's what you think of the hospitality of the Indiana House.
Miss Indiana, I didn't mean any...
Yeah, well, I heard every word. And you can starve before you set foot in my dining room again.
Well, no personal offense.
And you said it was unique. 10 pounds of flour.
10 pounds of flour.
And 10 pounds of beans.
10 pounds of beans.
Morning.
Just put everything in a sack, Ben. I can manage it easy.
Oh, Tom.
Ben? I surely am sorry, Miss Indiana. I hope you won't tell Wong Lo. Wouldn't want to hurt his feelings.
Oh, Wong Lo? Oh. Oh, no, I won't tell him at all.
Then we're friends. Morning, ma'am.
What's the matter with your hat? Your head itch or something?
Well, no, I was just tipping my hat to the lady.
What for?
Well, I don't know. It's a custom. When a gentleman meets a lady, he tips his hat.
That Miss Brindle sure is a fine lady. Why, she sews and she crochets, and she even ordered some canvas.
Huh, we don't use canvas no more. Got glass for my windows.
Not for our windows. She paints. She's an artist.
Is that right? I paint a little bit.
Well, that ain't so much. I've done some painting myself.
What'd you ever paint? Besides the walls of the Indiana house?
You don't know so much. I can sew, too. Pa taught me. Said every female should learn to sew.
It isn't the same thing, Miss Indiana. She's a lady.
Mr. Simmons? May I order some paints along with the canvas?
Sure thing, Miss Brindle.
I'll need 2 each of the 3 primary colors.
Yes, ma'am. It's a pleasure to help a lady.
Thank you, Mr. Simmons. Oh, I beg your pardon, sir. Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
Morning.
Morning. Oh, I remember you from the store. Won't you come in?
Yes, ma'am.
Sit down, dear. I can't tell you how sorry I am.
Oh, I know you don't mean no harm. But you know, it made me cry. And I ain't cried since Pa died.
I truly didn't mean to hurt you. Miss...
Folks call me Indiana.
Well, Indiana, if I can make it up to you in any way.
Oh, you can. You can. If you will, I mean, Mrs. Brindle.
Call me Ruth.
Ruth? You know, nobody's ever treated me like they treat you. Tip their hat to me or nothing. And that's because you're a lady. Well, I want to be a lady, too.
Well, if you want to be treated like a lady, you have to dress and act like one.
But I don't know how. I don't know how to be anything but what I am. Ever since I was a tyke and Pa brought me west with him, we lived in the mining camps, moved around the gold fields, set up tents, lived where we could. Well, that's all I know. But now I want to change. Could you teach me, Ruth? Could you teach me to be a lady?
Well, I'll do my very best. Indiana, what's your real name?
Mary. Mary Stanfield.
Well, from now on, you'll be Mary. Now, this is what we're going to do.
You mean I gotta get in all the way?
Every inch.
Oh, yeah, but I ain't never gonna...
Well, Mary Stanfield, I think you're ready to graduate.
You know, I can't thank you enough. But I'm kind of scared. It's sort of like being two different people. You know, Indiana on the inside and Mary Stanfield on the outside.
You were always a lady. It was just the outside that needed polishing up.
I don't believe it. I told you I was the champ. Miss Indiana. Is that you?
Her name is Mary.
Hello, Tom.
You look beautiful. I mean Mary.
Well, why shouldn't she? She's a lady, isn't she?
She surely is, Mrs. Brindle. Yes, ma'am, a real lady.
Ben, I'd like 4 yards of this red calico and deliver it, please.
Delighted, Miss Mary.
Come along, Mary. We'll be late.
Mary? Mary, I'd be pleased to call on you this evening, if you'd let me.
Oh. Well, I'm afraid I'm busy this evening. But maybe you can stop by this afternoon.
Yes, ma'am. I surely will.
I'll see you then. Good day, Mr. Summers.
Mary?
Mr. Simmons?
Everybody in town sure did miss you, Mary.
Everyone?
Well, especially me, I guess. I was pretty worried. Till Wong Lo said you went up into the hills to get some more logs.
Oh, then you talked to Wong Lo.
Yeah, he's a pretty nice fella. Said he learned a lot from you.
Huh? What else did he say?
Oh, you know, this and that.
Oh. Well, it's not important. I just wondered. You know, sometimes he talks about cooking.
Well, come to think of it, he did mention that in passing. You know, about how some cooks have favorite recipes they hand down to their families.
Well, then you know.
I know. It made me feel real proud that you went to all that work for me. To cook something that you thought I'd like. It meant you felt kind of special about me.
I'm sorry about that punch in the jaw. I shouldn't have done it.
Oh, I deserved it. I guess.
Oh, Tom, you know, all that seems so long ago. Things can change, can't they?
They sure can.
Well, you know, I know one thing that's changed. It's my cooking. I can really cook now. Ruth taught me. And I'd like to have a chance to prove it.
Why don't we go on a picnic?
Okay.
You cook the lunch, I'll bring a surprise.
Well, what surprise?
Well, I'm not going to tell you that. I'll pick you up at noon tomorrow. We'll go to Brenner's Glen.
Hot. Oh, well, I'd be delighted.
The Old West was full of changes. Towns changed and people changed. A lonely girl changed into a lady and took her place in history. Next week, another true story of the American West. See you then.
A 100 years ago, when the United States acquired the area, the people of what became known as the territory of New Mexico continued many of the old Spanish traditions, including the system of peonage. The Spanish word peon gave natural birth to the English word pawn, because a peon was a person whose body was in hock as security for a debt. In many ways, a peon was worse off than a slave. The people of the territory accepted the system without argument, however, until along came Mariana.
Mariana.
Yes, Papa?
Oh, you look so pretty today.
Gracias.
I'm so sorry, Mariana.
About what?
Well, if we were still rich, I would buy you pretty dresses with the silver buttons.
I know you would, but don't you worry. I'm happy as it is.
But I would like to see you more happy.
I will be one day. Now, what did you call me for?
When you go to the market, you go to the Senor Franklin. You tell him I must talk to him, eh?
See.
Mariana! You forgot the rebozo.
I didn't forget. The sun is so nice today.
But the head of a girl, it must be covered.
Why?
Because that is, well, just because it is right.
Does the Bible say that?
No,
And if I don't put on the rebozo, will it hurt somebody?
it is how a girl does, always.
No, I didn't wear it all the time in school at the convent.
But this is Taos, and a girl should wear the rebozo. It has always been that way,
Just because something is old does not mean it is always right.
Mariana.
But if it will please you, I will wear it.
came early today.
Because I am happy.
And why is that?
Today I speak with my patron. I tell him I want to marry. He say yes. Mariana, he say yes.
He says yes. Why did you ask him?
He is my patron.
But he owns the borough. He does not own you.
He is a good patron. He says he will speak with the padre and arrange for us to be married here, inside the church.
That costs many dollars.
He will pay.
How much?
40.
$40. A good patron. That is almost as much as he pays you to work for 1 year.
He will add it to what I already owe now.
He always finds a way so you owe more. More dollars, more years to work.
There is time. We are not old.
Many peons do not get to be old. How much do you owe the patron? Ask him. Then you must find a way to pay him.
All right, Mariana. Today when I bring the wood, I will speak with your father. If he says yes, then I will find the way. For you, Mariana, I can do anything.
Well, you're just in time for a drink.
Senor Franklin, I pay you to be my lawyer. I do not pay you to drink.
You couldn't afford it. Not even you've got enough money to pay me to drink this slops. Why, back east, we use better tasting stuff than this to wash windows.
You stop drinking or...
Or what? Senor Romero, don't try to scare me. Last year, I came out here to die. Well, I didn't do it. The way I figure it, this aguardiente tastes so horrible, the good Lord wouldn't accept me if I had any of it in me. You know, I can't understand why it doesn't eat clear through the glass. Senorita Jaramillo, come in, come in, come in.
Jaramillo?
Si.
Yes, Domingo, the bootmaker, is her father.
He wants you to come for your new ones.
You tell your father Don Jose wants the money for the hides he uses to make his boots. Those hides come from El Rancho Romero.
He will pay when it is time. He is honest.
He knows better than his daughter how to speak to an haciendado.
Tell your father I'll be over after siesta.
Gracias.
De nada.
Next week you bring some more dry wood, eh, Pedro?
Si. Senor Jaramillo, today I speak with my patron. He said if I want to marry, it's okay.
Hey, that is good. The girl, she's a lucky one. She gets a good man, a strong one.
Oh, senor, for so long I have been so afraid.
Afraid?
Afraid to ask you.
To ask me? Why, I am not your patron. I have nothing... The girl. It is my Mariana.
Yes. Senor Jaramillo, I think I can make Mariana very happy.
No, Pedro.
But why, senor?
Pedro, a man, a woman, if they have never had the money to be poor, it's not a bad thing. But if they have had the money, then become poor, they are not happy. When I was a rich man, Mariana, she went to school. She had many pretty dresses. Nice things. But now she is poor. No, Pedro. She will not be the good wife for the peon.
But I will not always be a peon, senor. I will get the money.
Where?
I'll get it. And then I'll pay my patron all that I owe him.
Pedro, you are a good man. Strong and smart. But you will not get the money.
I promise I will.
Every peon when he is young says you will get the money, pay the patron. But it's talk, only talk.
I will.
For how many years have you been the peon, Pedro?
Since I was 8 years old.
Now, you see, it is only talk.
But before today, I have never tried. Now I'll get it. I'll get the money.
If it is the will of God, but Pedro, in my years, I have seen so many peones.
Not like me, senor. I will be a free man.
We will see.
I swear it. You do not think I can do it?
I have heard the same words so many times.
If I become a free man, then you will say yes for Mariana and me.
When you are free.
Jaramillo?
Don Jose, buenos dias, senor.
I expected to see you at my rancho this morning.
No, because I could not.
Your daughter tells me you are an honest man. She said you would pay.
It is true. I have almost all of the money.
Almost.
$51 I still owe to you, but Don Jose, I will pay it.
The judge from Santa Fe will come here next week. If you do not pay, he will put you in jail. If you are in jail, you can't make money. Maybe I won't tell the judge. That is, if you are agreeable to one condition.
One condition, senor?
That your daughter works for El Rancho Romero.
You mean my daughter?
She will be my peon.
You want Mariana to be a peon?
You owe me $51. It is very little money. Why, she'd be a peon less than a year.
My name is Jaramillo. My people are not peons. Our name is in big books. My Mariana, she showed this to me when she was in the school. 400 years ago, when Coronado, he came here with the soldiers. The big soldier. You know his name?
No.
Miguel Jaramillo.
But, Miguel Jaramillo is dead a very long time. He cannot pay me. Domingo Jaramillo is alive. He pays Don Jose, or Mariana works at El Rancho Romero.
No, no, my Mariana, she will not be the peon. When the judge comes, you tell him that.
Well, when you are in jail, how will she get the money to eat, to live? Oh, think, Jaramillo, use your brain. When you are in jail, she'll be helpless. No food, no money, nothing.
No.
Listen to me. I tell you what is good for you. Let her work for me. Each month I pay her $5. Also, you sell boots and make money. She will be free in no time. Oh, you have no choice, old man.
All right. All right. She will be your peon.
You're in.
Papa, you are all right?
My little one, I have come from El Rancho Romero.
That rancho is a bad place. You should buy the hide you need from the other ranchos.
I was there to sign a paper.
A paper? What kind of a paper?
This paper, it says, Mariana, it says you are a peon.
Oh, no.
But soon I will pay Don Jose, and then you will be free.
I will not go.
But I have signed this paper.
Don Jose does not own me. I am free. I own Mariana Jaramillo.
No, my little one, I'm so sorry, but it is not so.
It is all wrong. Men, women, they should not be peons. Don Jose owns many animals, a big rancho, a hacienda. That is all right. But to own people, that is a bad thing.
It is the way of life. Always. Some people are peons.
I will not go to Don Jose, never.
Mariana! Mariana!
Si, senor. Go on into the courtyard.
But, senor...
Don't argue with me. Now come down to the saloon when you want your elephants. Go on, scoot. Go, vamos, shoot.
Pedro. Mariana, I waited by the church. When you didn't come, I was afraid.
If I went there, Don Jose's men would find me.
Don Jose? Don Jose Romero?
Today, my father made me a peon for Don Jose.
Oh.
When he told me I ran away, now Don Jose has his men searching for me. Senor Franklin is my friend, so I came here.
What are you going to do?
Senor Franklin says I can take his horse.
To run away?
See, to Santa Fe. I can work in the school at the convent.
Santa Fe is so far away.
I must go quickly or Don Jose's men will find me.
You can hide here.
Here in Taos?
See, I know a place where you can hide. A good place where no one will find you.
Where?
Here in the church. Come with me. Mariana, you hide in here, in the back room where the padre sleeps.
It is only one room. He will see me.
He is not here. He went away this morning into the mountains.
But he will come back.
No, not until Sunday. Each day I will bring you food.
But Sunday is only 3 days away.
Before Sunday, I will find a new place. A place that is near so I can come to you.
If it is near, Don Jose's men will find me.
Then I will kill them.
He has many men. If you fight, he will kill you.
Then I will die for you.
No!
Mariana, I love you.
I love you. That is why I will not let you die.
If you love me, then you must stay here.
No, I will not be a peon. Never. I will hide in the church until it is dark. Then I will get the horse from Senor Franklin and I will go to Santa Fe.
Then I go too.
To Santa Fe?
See. Tonight, I'll get the horse and we'll go to Santa Fe.
Now you tell me, where is she?
I don't know. By Santa Maria, I swear it.
You tell me or I will kill you.
Don Jose, listen to me.
Talk.
The judge, he comes today from Santa Fe.
I know.
You come inside. I will give you a new paper.
For what?
You take it to the judge. On this paper, you write that I am your peon.
You? I don't need old peons.
I will make the boots for you, and for the vaqueros at El Rancho. Good boots.
Mariana is my peon. Where are you going?
I go to find the judge. I will ask him to put me into the jail.
No. You didn't break the law. Mariana did. And when my peons find her, she will go to jail. Then she will work at El Rancho Romero.
Senor Aramillo.
Your name is Pedro?
Si.
To a Spaniard, you say, si, senor.
Si, senor.
My men have told me about you. About you and the girl. You came here to tell them where Mariana hides.
No, senor. I come to bring wood.
You know where Mariana hides?
No, senor.
Don Jose.
Now you tell me or you die. Uno. Dos.
Mariana.
Don Jose! If the judge says I am your peon, I will come to El Rancho.
Muchas gracias.
Mariana, why did you have to come back?
Because she is smart. She knows the men of Don Jose would find her.
No, I came back because I want to be free. And Senor Franklin says...
Senor Franklin?
I told him I want to go to the American judge.
Well, he would put you in jail because you ran away.
Mariana, it is the law.
Senor Franklin says it is the old law. He says maybe the judge will make a new law so all peons will be free.
All peons?
Senor Franklin says he will come with me to the judge and speak for me.
Don't listen to Senor Franklin. He drinks all day. Now, I am your friend. I don't want to see you in jail. You come to El Rancho now and I won't tell the judge you ran away.
No. If the judge says I am wrong, then I will go to jail. But if he says I am right, maybe all peons will be free.
I want to impress on all concerned that this is a legal court of justice. I have moved the court outdoors so that all interested people may attend. However, this court is just as official as it would be inside that courthouse. For I am the United States Judge for the territory of New Mexico, and the court is wherever I choose to hold it. This court is now in session.
And when Jaramillo could not pay the money he owes me for the hides, he signed this paper.
May I see it, please?
Of course.
Thank you.
That makes Mariana Jaramillo my peon until the money is paid.
According to this paper, the girl is to be paid $5 a month.
That is correct.
But her clothes, her food, everything she needs, she must buy from the store at your ranch.
See?
And you can charge whatever you like for these things.
Well, if she does not have the money, then I add it to how much she already owes me.
At that rate, she might never pay off the $51.
Then she will stay my peon. That is how it has been since my country, Spain, brought civilization to Mexico.
This is New Mexico.
It was better when it was a part of old Mexico, when people like them knew they were not as good as Spaniards.
Now, Mariana, when you were hiding in the church, you were safe. You could have waited for darkness and then run to Santa Fe. You were free.
No, sir. If I must always run, if I must always hide, then I am not free. When I was a little girl in school, I learned how the Americanos fought to be free. In the book it said that always people have to fight to be free. That is why I fight now.
I see.
When this territory became a part of the United States, I thought I was free because my papa became a citizen of your country.
It's your country, too. It belongs to all of us. Thank you. You may go. Counselor, do you have a statement?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. We have proven that Mariana Jaramillo is no longer a child in the eyes of the law. Therefore, to be valid, any contract for her services must necessarily be signed by her and not by her father. That is the cold, precise law. Your Honor, this is not the Dark Ages. This is 1857. In a territory of a nation which only 80 short years ago was engaged in a long, bitter war to secure the rights of her people to be free. After that war, a great document was produced by that nation. It is called the Constitution of the United States.
I'm familiar with it.
Of course, Your Honor. In common language, that Constitution declared to the world that we, the people of the United States, secured the blessings of liberty for ourselves and for our posterity.
Correct.
10 years ago, the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo gave the United States possession of this area. At that time, the citizens of Mexico residing here were given 1 year to make the choice as to whether they wished to retain their status or wished to become citizens of the United States. Domingo Jaramillo did not wait that 1 year. He signed immediately and became a citizen of our country. When he did, both Domingo Jaramillo and his daughter Mariana became as free as you or me or President James Buchanan. And as such, they both enjoyed the full protection of all our laws. For nowhere does the Constitution define different classes of citizens. I therefore respectfully request that Mariana Jaramillo be set free.
Thank you, Mr. Franklin. I agree on your point of law. Since Mariana Jaramillo is no longer a minor child, she is not bound by any contract signed for her by any third party.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I also agree with you completely that in spirit, the entire system of peonage directly violates everything for which our nation fought its revolution. Unfortunately, however, peonage is not yet against the laws of the United States. So I shall have to limit my judgment to a decision for the plaintiff, Mariana Jaramillo, with all costs to be paid by the defendant. This court is adjourned for 1 hour.
Fortunately, records of the case of Mariana Jaramillo have been preserved, so the story of this brave girl could be retold now to inspire us more than 100 years later. By her courage, Mariana not only won freedom for herself, but also for the other peons in the territory. Because the case drew such attention throughout the country, Congress passed a special law abolishing peonage in all of New Mexico.